and somebody has the hose straight into the exhaust.
Like when you told me you were gonna start cutting hair, I was like, bro, you are not cutting my hair. And now look where I am, bro.
That's honestly, like, that prayer was for Jackson, but I'm feeling the Spirit of the Lord. Yo, what's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning back into the You Can Tell Your Barber podcast. Today I got my boy Dylan in the chair.
What's going on? I'm telling my barber everything today.
Everything, spilling all the tea.
Barber's getting all the beans today.
All the beans.
Oh
man. Today we are just gonna be taking a decent amount off the top, and then kind of like a burst fade mixed with the taper. We're just bringing the fade just right behind his ear, and then just really debulking the mullet a little bit of length off. But
would you say that's technically like a modern mullet?
Oh, yeah, I'd say modern mullet.
Yeah.
Little modern mullet vibes, little middle part vibes. It's not too Joe Dirtish.
Yeah.
It's still clean.
Dude, I literally looked at a video the other day, like when I used to get my hair cut back at your house. And dude, I had no clue how long my mullet used to actually be.
Bro,
that John was like Joe Dirt mullet.
Yeah, it was like to your shoulders.
It was bad. It was really bad.
I recently was scrolling through some old footage too. This is probably a couple months ago, and I had the video of whenever I cut it in the garage and I cut it off, and we cut off the mullet, and I was like,
and then we went to the church after on your moped.
Do you remember what happened with the moped when I went to that car wash?
No.
Bro, so I took the moped, of course, had to have the moped to go take it for a wash, which was so funny because obviously it was a car wash, like fundraiser they were having.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going and I'm there and they're wiping the front of it or whatever. And then, bro, I look behind me, bro, and somebody has the hose straight into the exhaust. And then it just turned off.
Did it ruin it?
It just turned off and it wouldn't start back up. And I was there just kick-starting it. I was trying to hit, bro.
I don't remember that. I remember we were with Edwin, I think.
Yes. I haven't seen Edwin in forever. But
shout out Edwin.
Shout out Edwin. But I ended up turning on after 14 kickstarts.
That's actually hilarious.
And then it was kind of like, you remember when you were a kid, had the pool noodle and blow all the water? Bro, literally that.
Bro, I had to blow in the exhaust.
It was the most insane thing.
It's actually so funny.
No facts. Guys, this is the Dylan. You got shouted out on another podcast episode we had.
Oh, for real?
For literally saving my life.
Bro, which podcast was that? Was that the first one you did?
That was the second one with Kai.
Oh, okay.
That was the second one with Kai. I was so confused. Didn't know you had to format the SD card if I deleted it from the SD card on my laptop.
Dude, sometimes cameras they're confusing sometimes.
It's terrible.
I've been doing stuff with cameras for years, and I still have to ChatGPT stuff to this day whenever something goes wrong. I was at an event a couple weeks ago, and I've been working with cameras for years, and some random screen popped up on my camera and I couldn't get it to turn off. And I was asking chat, and even chat wasn't helping me. And I just had to click a bunch of different buttons and just figure it out. And eventually I got it undone. I think chat finally figured out what I was trying to do.
My favorite thing is when you tell chat, have you ever tell chat chat, you're wrong, and it's yeah, you're right, I was wrong, you actually need to do this, and
yes,
it's
bro.
What?
And it's
why do you give why is that the verbiage you use to say?
I know.
It makes zero sense. But Dylan, he does, and correct me if I'm wrong with anything I say.
Yeah.
You do video and content for Steve Weatherford, and you guys go around doing ministry, spreading the good news of Lord Jesus Christ.
That's true. Yeah. So what I do, technically, that's basically what I do in a nutshell. I work for a men's ministry out here in Dallas. We're sanctioned here in Dallas, but a lot of what we do is in other states, other countries. We do some stuff here in Texas as well, but a lot of what we do is outside of kind of our little area. But yeah, so I just get to tell the story of how God moves through the ministry, how God moves through Steve's life of evangelism. I also kind of manage Steve's personal, his personal profile, his personal pages. I manage kind of everything in terms of meeting kind of, I don't know what you would say, fulfilling the needs of other people who need certain content from Steve.
Yeah.
Kind of handling I guess the marketing aspect of certain things, anything that kind of in terms of marketing for social media, just anything really social media for Steve's personal brand, and then for the ministry is kind of what I'm doing. Hey, if you're a videographer out there, we could use another media guy. Our last guy just moved to North Carolina.
Oh, really?
And he actually just spent a month in Sri Lanka.
No way.
Yeah, with his brother. There's a church out there that he was connected to. And so, hey, if you're watching this and you're a media guy, local in the DFW area, let me know.
They're looking.
And you love the Lord and you have a heart for the gospel, you have a heart for ministry, let me know.
Let them know.
We can get this John rolling.
Get it going. Spreading the good news.
Dude, I'm saying, bro, I've never seen anything like what I've seen in this ministry. And I don't say that just because I work with it, like work for the ministry, but like I've seen God move in more ways in these past 2 years than I wouldn't say I've seen him move more in the past 2 years than I've seen him move in my life, but I've been able to my eyes have been open to like see it. You know?
Especially too, if you're doing a lot of evangelism and conferences and stuff like that, I feel like it's easier to see him moving through other people's life sometimes.
100%.
Than seeing him move through your own life.
Yeah. Then
I feel like I have those realization moments where I'm talking with people and they're like, yeah, God did this for you, God did that, and you're like, I never even thought of it like that.
100%.
Like, oh wow, like that is true.
Yeah, because like you have your own, like you always wrestle against your own thoughts, and you don't wrestle against like other people's thoughts that they have in their own head, you know? And so someone on the outside could look like, oh, I'm walking in full freedom, you know?
Yeah.
But then on the inside, they're going home and they're laying in their bed and they can't go to sleep because they're so full of anxiety, you know?
Oh yeah.
And so, but on the outside, it looks like all pretty and stuff. And so for us, we could put on a pretty picture all day, but until we truly surrender to Jesus and until we truly lay down these things that weigh us down and hold us down, Jesus says that we can cast all of our anxieties onto him because he cares for us.
Oh yeah.
Like, who else in the whole entire world would ever allow us to do something like that without a transaction, you know?
That's like, some kind of trade.
Yeah, Jesus
like
literally says, cast it onto me simply because I care for you. And so when you take God for his word and you really do lay down and surrender these things at his feet, you realize like the weight really can come off of you, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's what I've experienced, but...
Oh no, 100%. No, that's good. Have you guys had any run-ins or conversations where it's like, I feel like, like the biggest... Excuse me, these Texas allergies are actually killing me, by the way.
They're foul.
They are.
Hey, happy Memorial Day, by the way, everybody.
Yeah.
Come on now.
With the red, white, and blue.
America,
come on. God
baby.
bless
Come
our
on.
troops, man.
You don't see it, but in the background, Matthias's truck has 2 American flags flying out the back.
Dude, freedom flying.
Truck bed.
Freedom flying.
Flying straight freedom.
Exactly. But I feel like the biggest, I guess, evangelizer right now, right, is like Bryce Crawford right now.
Yeah.
Right. Have you guys had any, like, conversations with people on the street with like crazy stories like how he's had, or is there most of what you guys do mostly like conferences and stuff like that?
Yeah, so we do have conversations like that. A lot of those conversations I wouldn't say get filmed because that's just not our style of content.
Yeah.
But ministry isn't just what you do on stage. Ministry is a lifestyle that you live, and so obviously we do have those conversations. I wouldn't say that a lot of those conversations necessarily get filmed. Everything that kind of gets filmed is more so like the events that we put on and the events that people within the ministry or Steve himself gets like invited to. And so yeah, we do have those conversations. A lot of them I wouldn't say necessarily get filmed.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But yeah, we had some like crazy interactions with like certain people. Yeah, I can think of a few off the top of my head that are like pretty crazy, but yeah, typically majority of the stuff that we actually like document are things that like events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like if we travel and stuff along those lines, then we'll probably when we travel, that's whenever probably more of like the street stuff you'll find, because sometimes we'll try and make like documentaries, mini documentaries vlogs, day in the lives, and we'll post those to like YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just so that people can see not just the on-stage speaking aspect of the ministry, but like what does it look like every day.
Right.
And so Bryce definitely has a different like style of content than we do.
Yeah, no,
but
makes sense, yeah.
I would say his is technically probably more like I would say it's just as fruitful, but it's probably more like viral for social media.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
It's very easy for other people to attach themselves to something like that, because a lot of young believers want to preach the gospel, but they just don't know how to. And so literally watching other people get reps, so you know exactly like, okay, if this person says this, then this is what I should do. Or if this person has this question, like, oh, this is what I should say.
Yeah.
You know? But then same thing goes for something like Steve, where his audience necessarily isn't people who are, I wouldn't say like Instagram, like dopamine people, but they are more so like people who have acquired success, people who have tasted the things of the world, but have realized that nothing in the world could satisfy the God-sized hole that they have in their heart. And so a lot of Steve's audience is, I wouldn't say like necessarily older people, but it's definitely like more like middle-aged people.
I was gonna say like millennial.
Yeah, millennial style people who have tasted a lot of like what the world has to offer, but still doesn't feel how they feel like they should feel after acquiring the things that they've acquired. And so that's like Steve's main target audience, just because his story relates to that so much. Like for people who wouldn't know, he played 10 years in the NFL, had everything the world had to offer, won a Super Bowl with the Giants, and the night he won the Super Bowl was actually the most depressing night of his life, because he realized he achieved everything that he worked his whole life to achieve, and he didn't feel any different. And so that's like his whole life story was, I worked my tail off to achieve something, and once I achieved it, I still felt that elephant on my chest. And so that's like who he goes after now, is those people who have experienced like the blade, you know, who's tasted the blade of the world and realized that it can't fulfill them and it won't fulfill them.
Yeah.
And once Steve had a radical encounter with God at a men's conference, that's when he realized the only thing that could fix that feeling that he had, the only thing that could fill that hole in his heart was Jesus. And now the ministry's goal is just to tell as many people as possible. And so, yeah.
Well, that's amazing. I remember hearing his like that story for the first time.
Yeah.
And it's kind
Where
of
did you hear it? Strike Force?
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe. I feel like I'd heard it so many times now.
Dude,
that I couldn't exactly pinpoint
What's crazy, bro, is I filmed that Steve's like Strike Force thing that he did with Pastor Keith.
Yeah.
I filmed it. I literally like pulled up to Elevate.
Yeah.
And I think I was gonna do like handheld for like side screens that day or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe I wasn't even like scheduled to serve that day, but I just pulled up with my camera because I was like in high school and I wanted to like film more cool content. And I know that at Strike Force they were gonna like be like busting bricks and like breaking stuff.
Yeah.
And I literally pulled up with my camera and just like I was filming everything like Steve was doing before I even like worked for him. And then like a couple months later, Noah Segerstrom reached out to me. And he was like, bro, you know Steve? I was like, yeah. He was like, you want to work for him?
Really? That's how it happened? I guess I never really knew how you...
Very, very long story short, that's how it happened. But
wow.
Yeah, Noah Segerstrom reached out to me, which at this time, bro, I was like, I had still no clue what I was doing. I was editing videos on my phone, and I was just kind of like posting stuff on social media just because like I enjoyed picking up a camera and just like posting.
Yeah.
And dude, it was literally the Lord, bro. I don't know why Noah thought about me whenever he was, I guess he had a conversation with Steve, and Steve was asking him if he knew anybody who was like young, who could do content.
Yeah.
And for some reason, bro, I guess prompting of the Holy Spirit, he thought about me. And I was like, dang, bro, no way. Like,
so was Noah working for him at the time?
No, so he was working for Garrett Unkelbach.
That's what I thought. Okay.
And Garrett was like best friends with Steve, and so Noah would hang out with Garrett, and because he would hang out with Garrett, Steve would just like kind of be around.
Got it.
And so Steve knew Noah. People who are listening to this are probably like trying to figure out, like, trying to figure out like this is like reading like the lineages like in Leviticus. Like this person gave birth to this person, and they lived 900 years. This person gave birth to this person.
We've all skipped that
yeah, I read like 2 chapters. I was
we'll figure it out.
All right, let's get to the
meat and potatoes of this.
But
dude, those are my favorite TikTok memes where it's like the reading through all the names and it's like, nah.
Yeah, you just like flip over to Proverbs and you're like, all right, bro, let's get some wisdom, bro.
Exactly.
And then Proverbs tells you to go back to Leviticus. You're like, dang.
All right, got me there.
Sorry about that.
Exactly, hit that in reverse.
I know. But
that's so funny. But anyways, you were saying, so Noah was working for Garrett.
Yeah. And so he pretty much hit me up. I guess Steve had a conversation with Noah, and Steve was basically like, hey, you know any young people who can do content? For some reason, he thought about me and hit me up. I remember at the time I didn't have a job technically, and I was so tired of I was in high school still, so it wasn't like the end of the world that I didn't have a job, but like a lot of people still in high school had jobs. But I was so tired of asking my mom for money for just going out to eat with friends or gas or stuff like that.
And she has food at home.
Yeah, she has food at home. And I'm like, Mom, can I just got done with the game, trying to go to In-N-Out with the boys afterwards. Yeah. And I started sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace that I wasn't using anymore, just because I didn't want to keep on asking my mom for money and stuff. Still had no clue what I wanted to do after high school, but I remember my prayer at the time was I wanted to do something with a camera. I wanted to do something to where I could obviously make a living off of it. And then number 3, I wanted to do something for the glory of God. And I didn't know how I was even going to do the first 2, do something with a camera and make money off of it. A lot of, especially in Dallas, a lot of opportunities to make money in the film industry are through secular opportunities. And
just to the competition is insane.
The competition in Dallas.
Everyone and their mother has a camera.
I know. This dude, my barber's got a camera, bro. Everyone out here, I asked him right before the podcast, I was like, did you just get this camera? He's like, no, I've had it. I was like, bro, what the heck? Everybody has cameras these days. I'm like, dang, bro, what I do is not special no more. No. Oh, man. But yeah, so it's really competitive in Dallas, number 1, and then number 2, a lot of the space in Dallas is secular space for video and stuff, which I believed I could go into the secular space and be a light within it. But I also wanted to do something and attach myself to something that had more. It was it went beyond myself.
Yeah.
And it was a mission that was bigger than who I was as an individual and as a person. And the only mission that I could possibly think of would be being a part of a ministry of some sort, being a part of a church, being a part of something that just glorifies God, that presses up against the my nose presses up against the gates of hell and pushes forward the kingdom of heaven. And I was I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but it was my prayer. And so Noah hit me up. I'm like, all right, bet. And so I had a conversation with Steve. I went to his house. Thought I completely bombed the interview. Have I told you that? Bro, I pull up to his house. I knew Steve was kind of I don't want to say flamboyant, but kind of flamboyant.
Yeah,
you know, 3-inch inseam shorts.
He has a very unique sense of style.
Yeah, he does have a unique sense of style.
An older man, not an old man, but he's a lot older.
If he's
than
chopping
us.
it up, pop up the picture, Steve.
No facts. We're popping up the pic for sure. But he just has a very.
He's got a unique style.
Yeah, he has. His I can't even describe it.
I walked into his house the other day and he had leopard pants on with Crocs, but they were fuzzy Crocs with bear claws on them. And I was like, all right, man.
Teach their own.
I know.
But you know what? I will say it takes a unique. I could never even have the guts to wear something like that.
Yeah.
But I couldn't pull it off even if I had the confidence.
Yeah.
And the walk.
If you had the muscles,
but someone like him, he just rocks it.
And so, and so I pull up to his house. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna wear a suit because he's a little too laid back for a suit. But I'm also not gonna pull up like wearing shorts because I feel like that would just be not right. Job interview, meeting him for the first time, Yeah. And so I pull up like decently dressed, like nothing crazy. And I just didn't know the words to say, dude. I was like, I was stuttering, bro. I couldn't speak. I thought I just bombed it, dude. And he, for some reason, bro, by the grace, when God wants to do something in your life, like,
it'll be done.
If it's God's will for something to be done in your life, God will make it happen,
Yeah.
You just have to be available and obedient. And so
it's like the Proverbs I have on all my all-in-cut shirts.
Yeah.
It's establish your plans to the Lord and it shall be done.
Yeah. There's another one that says, a man comes up with his ways in his heart, but it's the Lord who establishes his steps. And so, and so I was available to show up to his house and obedient to, I guess, listen to what the Lord was asking me to do. And I showed up, even though I didn't have the words to say. Steve, for some reason, gave me a shot and worked part-time with him for a little bit. And then, so after, literally the day after I graduated high school, I was in his office going on full-time. And it was like the quickest transition of my life, but it's been the best, 4 years ever.
No, it's awesome.
And so, even just going back and I was at a party the other day with some friends and just it's cool to catch up with people from high school and stuff like that, and to see where other people are at, to see where God has brought other people, see where God has brought you. It's just so weird that we were all just in high school a few years ago.
Yeah.
Now everyone's doing something different. People becoming pilots and firefighters and
no, it's insane. And you're
bro, what the?
What I just did, it's one of those things where it's
bro, you are not doing surgery on me.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's people. I swear it's the most craziest class clown people. All this stuff.
I know.
I'm gonna be a firefighter. I'm gonna be a police officer, and it's bro, if you pull me over and try to save my life, I'm literally not.
I'm saying,
you.
When you told me you were gonna start cutting hair, I was like, bro, you are not cutting my hair. And now look where I am, bro.
That's honestly.
I got the bib on. I got the neck scratchy neck strip on, bro.
Bro.
Oh man.
Dad, that's actually hilarious. That's so funny. Now I remember, as small to you as this may seem, I think about it all the time. One of my core memories with you, which happens to be relatively recent, is Dylan and I went to go play golf, and it was just him and I, and then this random dude started playing with us.
Jackson.
Boy Jackson.
That boy Jackson. He's also a barber.
Ironically, also happened to be a barber, and I kept telling Dylan, bro, I actually have to lock in. I can't lose to another barber.
If he messes up, this dude Matthias one time, I know exactly where I'm going next.
Exactly. You got that boy Jackson.
That boy Jackson. Jackson fades.
Exactly. And I remember he was talking with us about how he just recently got saved and all this stuff, and
he got in a car accident, and he said he had a vision where he saw God or something like that.
Yeah, it was pretty insane.
Yeah, it was pretty profound.
Yeah, and I remember after just Dylan being yo, can we pray with you? And Dylan led the prayer out in the parking lot, and I just remember being dang, that prayer was for Jackson, but I'm feeling the spirit of the Lord.
Dude, but it was praise just God, it's not me.
It's just one of those things where it's I think, just with what you do, it's one of those things where it's you're not a different person when you're around Steve or when you're not with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your goal, whether you're quote unquote on the clock or not, is to spread the word of the Lord, which I don't think is a lot of people, unfortunately, that are in ministry roles. And I think that you always do a very, very great, job at doing, living the purpose of why we're even here.
Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
And it's amazing.
Yeah,
and this dude's absolutely raw at golf. It's actually insane.
I am not raw at golf,
Let me tell you guys how I actually screwed him over. Bro, so we're playing a scramble. It was you and I versus...
the same course we played with Jackson at.
No, it wasn't. No.
Oh, wait, you're right. This is at
Westridge.
That's on me.
And we're doing a scramble. It was Dylan and I together. And Dylan gets on... We're on a par 5.
Bro's bringing up the darkest day of my life right now.
Dylan gets on the green in 2. On the green in 2, has a 4-foot putt. And
Eagle.
they were both. Yep, and they were both his shots. His driver, then he hit his hybrid onto the green, leaving it like 4 feet left, 4 or 5 feet. I said,
the putt was 4 or 5 feet.
I would think so.
I would say it was. Right? It was probably like a 5, 6 footer.
Yeah, and I told.
It should have gone in. It should.
Well, I told Dylan he has to putt
right.
first because then that would be like a solo eagle.
Yeah.
Because if I putt first, he'd see the line exactly, and it wouldn't have mattered. Really counted as like a solo eagle because you got the line read, all this stuff. And I told him, I said, I'm there. I'm like, bro, it's to the left.
He's looking
for sure.
over, bro. I'm like on my hands and my knees, like trying to like read this.
I'm like, bro, it's a 1 cup to the left. You're like, no, it goes to the right. I'm like, bro, I put my life on it. And you're like, all right. And I'm like, nah, whatever you want. You're like, bro, nah, dude. And we're going back and forth on the green for at least a good 2 to 3 minutes. He ends up taking my line, and if he would have taken his line, it would have gone.
Bro, and the thing is, bro, is he's the vet. Like he's a member at this course, and so I had to trust him.
Like
it was my first time out there. He knows the greens.
Was that your first time playing at West?
It was my first time playing there.
Wow, and
we gotta go back sometime soon, bro.
Dude, I'm down. Now it's summer.
I know, dude. I stepped outside today this morning, and I was like, goodness, it feels so good outside. It was like 78.
That's peak, bro.
Sunny,
when it comes like July, August. Oh my gosh, I hate it.
Really? You don't like summer?
It's too hot, bro.
No,
it's too hot. I do like it for the time change and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But bro, you can't enjoy like a 1 p.m. tee time.
Dude, I don't know.
That's too hot.
I feel like
I can't, bro. It's
you give me 95 blistering heat over 40 degrees.
Bro, I will take 0 degrees over 100 plus all day.
Are you for real?
All day.
No, I can't do that, bro.
Dude, or like honestly, fall and spring golf are my favorite when it's like
I'd be in my house.
60s and sunny.
Really?
Especially spring, if we got like rain maybe like 3 days before and you got the dew and the grass is like soft and then you like take just like the nicest divots.
Nah, and then you take that freaking beaver trunk and not even the towel can wipe off what you just did, dude.
I will say that part kind of sucks, like the shoes.
Yeah.
It's just like straight mud.
I know.
It's that part is
because we're not hitting fairways, so we're stepping out
in the rough, in the water, and just Bob does sports in it, really.
I'm for real. You saw he did a video the other day where he like played Grant Horvat and he had to he could throw his ball like any direction, any hole.
Bro, the what is it? The Bob, Grant beats Bob or beat? It's like a series where Grant gives him a bunch of
like
power-ups, I guess.
Yeah.
So he's done a bunch of them. That one was one. He had another one where, what am I thinking? Oh, Bob could have 4 shots like every hit. So it was like he's playing a 4-man scramble.
I think I saw that. I don't think I finished that video, but I think I started it.
Dude, I keep up with more.
Or maybe I saw it on like Instagram or something.
Like a reel or something.
Yeah.
I keep up more with YouTube golf than I do the PGA Tour.
Bro, I didn't even know they were playing like in McKinney right now.
For the Brian Nelson
TPC.
Yep.
I was like, I keep on seeing people's stories on Instagram.
This past week.
I know. I keep on seeing people's stories. I was like, bro, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know they were playing a tour event out here.
Dude, I low-key wanted to go. Well, we had a bunch of like graduations and stuff yesterday.
Yeah.
But I would have gone, but I also didn't know or like bought tickets for one of the days. But the weather was raining so much. Yeah. I was like, I'm not even gonna buy a ticket and then be like, I'm not going because of the rain, because I'm not standing out in the rain.
Yeah, dude, I want to like actually go to an event so bad, like a tour event.
Dude, I tried to get tickets for the PGA 2027.
Yeah.
The tickets dropped on Wednesday.
Really?
This past week.
At PGA Frisco?
Yeah.
They're playing there in 2027?
Yeah, for the PGA Championship for a major.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
And you tried to get tickets and they're already gone?
Well, they were just so expensive.
Oh, how much were they?
They were like, for just like general admission, like, where you just like walk around, they were like $400 or $500. The only thing that kind of seemed worth it, but I'm like so in between right now.
You got a wedding to save up for.
Exactly. So much more than a freaking PGA Tour event.
You got to save up your money for some poker buy-in.
Exactly.
Some tee time.
Exactly. Like, why watch golf when you can play golf?
It's true.
I always see the memes where it's so funny.
I watch it on YouTube for free. Like,
no facts.
I was watching Good last night, dude. They were playing at a course that I used to play.
Is it the Duck Creek one? Yes, I know exactly what video you're talking about.
Bro, the first course I think I ever ever played at like a full actual round of golf, actually it might have been Lake Park, but like the first course I used to play, I would play like a lot was Duck Creek, and it was because the tee times on Golf Now were like $15. And me and my friends in high school would just go and play and just wreak havoc on that course. Literally, we would shoot like to the point where we would be on like hole 8 and we would just stop keeping score. We would just start hitting the ball. Bro, I played Duck Creek one time with a friend during like a rainstorm, and dude, I never had a worse round of golf in my life. It was like, dude, I'm not even joking, I threw away my shoes after the round because of how like bad, like the mud, bro.
Bro, speaking of shoes, bro, I've been wanting to buy a pair of Canes so bad. I know you guys can't see, but he's wearing Canes.
Hey. Yes.
Dude,
shout out to Canes, man.
I want to buy some so bad, and I haven't. And now they have the the OBs, like the open back
slides,
ones, like,
slides. Yeah.
I want to, but I don't know if I would like wear them enough,
bro.
Because I would wear them cutting hair, because I was like, bro, they'd be fired for cutting hair.
The hair would low-key be getting in your socks.
Exactly. I wish they had that same thing, but like
they have
all
weather. Yeah, they have all weather one. I have a pair of them, and they're gas. The only thing I will say about the all weather one is they're winter shoes for sure. Like in the summer, they don't have like an enclosure. Like it's not mesh. It's like
it's that like rubber.
It's like that rubber
Croc material.
Yeah, it's like that croc material, and so your feet can like get kind of sweaty, but like it's really nice because, for instance, like if you go out in the rain, if you're going out in the snow.
Yeah, I didn't know they had like clothes like that.
It's all weather, so like if you go out in the rain or snow, it's literally like rain boots, but like athletic rain boots. So they're gas.
Because like my go-to like kind of, I guess like. I'm running like like this like my go-to slip-on shoe. I guess you could is Hey Dudes. I have some like.
I used to wear Hey Dudes a lot, but yeah, now bro, Canes, they changed my life. I feel bad for like my other pairs of shoes because these are probably like one of my cheapest pairs of shoes I have.
'Cause they're what, like $80?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just see them like when I.
Dude, Bryson doesn't even wear his golf shoes.
Bro, all he wears is Canes.
Yeah,
bro.
he does not wear his golf shoes.
Bro, these shoes have just like. They changed.
And I swear
the
he
way
slips when he wears his golf shoes and not his Canes.
Bro,
I swear.
Canes are, bro, they're like low-key kind of grippy. I wore them like, I was in Colorado and me and my friend, like a couple weeks ago, and me and my friend went on a hike in the Garden of the Gods, and we were literally like rock climbing, bro, and I had my Canes on, and they like,
fire.
They were great. Like they were literally like the do-it-all shoe. The only thing I wouldn't do in them is like, I wouldn't go on like an actual like run in them.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
I wouldn't probably like play basketball in them. Although I literally played basketball in them like 3 days ago. But
I could see it because like it's like almost too soft. Like you can roll your ankle real easy.
I wouldn't say it's like too soft, but like you could if you're like making like crazy cuts. They're recovery shoes technically.
Yeah.
But I like them just because they're literally like Crocs that are always in sport mode. Like if I need to run.
You can.
Like I've ran a mile in these before, or like roughly a mile in them, and I've been fine. But
you know what they're having? Like not to like interrupt you. I think it's this weekend, bros. I forget who, but someone's putting on to like raise money for school. It might have been last weekend. Like yesterday, or it's this. Anyways, where they're putting on a Barber 5K.
Really?
To like.
Are you popping out?
No.
Bro, come on.
I'm not popping out.
What do you like? Run a 5K while you cut hair or something.
I think it's supposed.
You roll them on the chair while you're cutting their hair for 3 miles.
I think it's supposed to be like to raise money for like some barber schools or something like that, like in the area. I'm like, I'd rather just donate. I'd rather just donate than run the 5K.
I'd rather fill out the tic-tac-toe board that you do. You know what I'm talking about? Like you fill out the calendars, like and each day is like a dollar amount. We used to do that.
Yes. First day you donate $1, second day you donate $2.
I used to hate when they give us the calendars because there's like nothing that people like want to buy. Like if it was popcorn or like chocolate, like those were easy to like get off your hands.
You would have, I did that for not popcorn. I did the calendar thing for a missions trip.
Yeah, and the calendar. I remember when you did that. I think.
Yeah. We went to.
The calendar was tough to sell. It was just, hey, are you feeling generous?
Yeah, it wasn't like you get something in return.
Yeah, you're trying to buy some popcorn. It's like kind of actually good. I've tried some already.
No,
probably
the best
more bags
was
than I should have.
bro, it took me everything in my power not to eat it myself. The world's best chocolate.
Yes, bro. Yes, those the one that came in the big box.
Dude, they're not lying when they say that's the world's best chocolate.
I had to like literally pay my own, because I started eating those almond
no
ones,
facts,
bro.
I'd be like, oh, wow,
I would
that's
like save
$10
the almonds for myself, and I would start eating the almond ones, and I wouldn't even pay for them.
Dude, but they're low key expensive, bro. Like one bar would be like $6.
Really?
Or whatever. I saw somebody selling them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're doing a deal, like 2 for $15." I was like, huh?
Bro,
It was something wild, like deal.
That popped up in my head, bro. Literally, this is like, I mean, not off topic, but kind of on topic. I was at a pizza place one time with my friends, and it was where one of my best friends worked at. And so she would give us like, we would literally get pizzas, like full on pizzas, appetizers, all that for like $3.
That's insane.
And she would just like pull them, bro. And it's like good pizza
Fire.
too. It's not like your Domino's or like Little
Domino's ain't
Caesars.
even
Although I kind of still like those, but anyways, like real good pizza, like made in the brick oven. It's gas. But besides the point, some kid, we were eating there one night, and we were like one of the last people in there. There's like maybe one other family in there. They were about to close down, and we these like two, like this young girl and like really young kid, maybe like 9-year-old kid, and then maybe like 11-year-old girl, walk up to us with like big like bags of candy. Yeah. And they weren't like, see, he had like an M&M, like a king size M&M.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And then he had some like other candies and stuff like that. And he was like, hey, we're doing a fundraiser, raising money for, I don't even remember what they were raising money for. I think it was for like the girls like cheer or volleyball or something like that. Honestly, looking back at it, I think they were just hustling us. I don't think they were, I don't think that they were raising money for nothing. But they were like, yeah, we're selling candy. And I was like, all right, how much is it? He was like acting like it was a deal. He was like, 1 for 10, but 2 for 20. I was like, bro, that is not a deal, bro. I was like, it's $10 for every single like thing that you're selling. And I was like,
I was like, you know what? That's movie theater prices.
I know. And I was like, you know what? I'll get like a thing of M&Ms. And so I bought like a maybe $2 bag of M&Ms for $10.
Peanut or regular?
Peanut M&Ms. Good. It had to be. Yeah. I wasn't buying no milk chocolate normal.
Bro, peanut M&Ms are like
peanut M&Ms are fire.
They're so good.
And so I was like, all right, bet. So felt like a good, nice guy.
Yeah, good Samaritan.
And so I was putting in his he was putting in his Venmo into my phone.
Wow, this dude took everything.
I was putting my Venmo in. No, I was putting his Venmo in because he was like telling me what to type. And he was telling me, I guess, like the wrong thing, or maybe I was just typing it in wrong. And I was like, bro, I can't find it. And he literally looks at me, he goes, man, give me your phone. And he's like a 9-year-old kid, bro. He snatches my phone, types in his Venmo, and like puts in the money. And I'm like, all right, bro. I'm like a junior or senior in high school, and I'm just like, all right, bro, just do what you gotta do.
Man, I accidentally clicked an extra zero.
Man, I clicked an extra. Sorry, bro. Here, take one more bag of candy for the roll.
Yeah, my bad for the inconvenience.
For the inconvenience, but yeah, dude, that was
straight hustled.
Yeah, he hustled me. I don't think they were raising money for nothing. I think they were just trying to make a buck. Hey, I respect the hustle though.
That's so funny.
I respect the hustle.
See how we're looking at this. This is that birthday cup. Birthday's in 2 days.
That's true.
Leave a happy birthday in the comments.
Happy birthday
in the comments. Even though when we post this, it'll be late, but show the love and support.
Dude, Matthias told me at the beginning of the show, once he hands me the mirror, tell everybody that the cut looks good, and that if I have anything afterwards, then to just tell him like, oh, you can just like trim it up a little bit more. But I'm telling you right now, I ain't telling that guy nothing after this. That boy got me right.
Dialed.
That boy got me right. So
dialed. Well, guys, that's the end of this episode on the You Can Tell Your Barber podcast. Again, I appreciate you guys, whether you are listening and or watching. Thank you so much. And Dylan, anything left to say?
Dude, I told my barber everything. Spilled the beans on the kid, man. Spilled the beans. Opened up the can of worms on him.
Pop the can.
No, thanks for having me, bro. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely appreciate you.
Heck
Anyways, guys, catch y'all on the next podcast. Peace.